video is sponsored by me. The best way to support this channel is to download some music, book some lessons, follow me on social media, and of course, always remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for your support. Hello singer friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Alyssa, and today we're going to be talking about 5 ways to connect your emotions while singing. So let's just jump right into it. Now, a lot of singers come to me wanting to know how to connect emotions while singing. They love to sing. This is a main concern, okay? They love to sing. They know what songs they like to sing, but they're having a hard time connecting their emotions with the song. Maybe they've gotten feedback saying that they are stiff on stage, or maybe they've gotten no feedback, but they just themselves feel that they're not really connecting. And this is just a video that can help to find ways to connect emotions while singing, because as singers, we are artists and we are storytellers. Even if we're not singing our own songs with words that we've written, we are singing other people's words sometimes, and those are a story as well. So it's really important to, while you're singing, connect. I can't stress that enough. It's not enough to stand on stage and just sing a song. We found love in a hopeless place. We found love in a hopeless place. I mean, obviously that wasn't the most snazzy vocals, right? But even if it was, you would have no idea even what I'm talking about, what the song is even about, because I'm not connected at all. I don't have any emotions. I've kind of got a blankness going on behind my voice. And so this video is just a way to help you guys with that. If that's something that you're struggling with and something that you want to know a little bit more about, then here we go. Stay tuned. Okay, so my first tip on how to connect emotions while singing is to ask yourself, what is this song about? Okay, that's a really very simple question, a very simple way to look at it. What is this song about? There is a song you sang like 20 times, 20 million times. You sing it at karaoke, you sing it in the shower. Have you ever thought like really what the lyrics are about? Like, what are they actually saying? What's the song about? Like, there are so many songs that like we grew up listening to that were like, oh my God, that song is actually about that. And we didn't know, right? Because we just like the tune and we like the melody, but we don't actually think about what the words are and what they mean. So if you ask yourself, what is this song about? That's kind of like a gateway into thinking about how you would emotionally react to the song. How would you feel if this song was yours? If these were your words that you wrote, how would you feel and how would you want to portray these words out to the world, out to the audience? So ask yourself that. What is the song about? And based on the answer, you act and emote accordingly. Okay, number 2 is basically a tandem off of number 1. It's basically just, it kind of goes along with number 1 very well. But to connect with the words, right? Like I said, you're asking yourself, what is the song about before you even go into the song. But once you are singing the song, you connect with the words. If the words are even if it's not as specific, right? Even if you're not saying the word cry, you don't have to make a face that's like, I am sad, right? You can connect those emotions with words that maybe aren't even literally a word that is sad, right? So if we're listening to, let's say, Someone Like You, Adele, right? That song it's sad. It's got like a low kind of slow, sort of somber, I guess, feel to it. And her words are, I heard that you settled down, that you found a girl, that you're married now. I heard that your dreams came true. Heard she gave you things I couldn't give to you, right? So these words are telling a story, and they're painting a picture for the listener and for you, right? To then go ahead and interpret that and how you're feeling. She's not saying anything specific like I am sad, but she is describing a feeling about how she's seeing this other relationship, play out. So really connect with the words there. Like I said, that's sort of like number one, but really get specific on what each word, kind of how each word makes you feel. The third one is really a good one. It's really important. I like this one a lot because I'm a very animated person, right? And I'm gonna show you, hopefully my head doesn't get cut off, but a really great way to connect your emotions in songs while you're singing songs is to get into your body, right? And so really getting that stance. I know we talk a lot about posture and singing and a lot about just the proper balance and the proper alignment while we're singing, and that is amazing. That's great. That's something you should never neglect. That's something we should always incorporate while we're singing. But as we're connecting our emotions, we definitely want to incorporate more fluid body motions, right? And that really makes that emotion come across on stage a lot more natural, a lot more organically, and not so stiff. So while you still have a nice posture, you can incorporate hands, you can incorporate looking, you can look out at one person in the audience while you're saying these words. You can get down, you see people that get on their knees, people that get, I do this a lot, where I have I'm hinged at the waist because sometimes the emotions, it's just too much, right? And so really just let your body kind of do what it wants to do as the song is going and as you're singing those words. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about how to incorporate emotions while you're singing is to ask yourself, when you go into your performance, or even if you're in your voice lesson and you're doing the song in front of me or in front of your vocal coach, you need to ask yourself, what do I want the audience to feel? Every performance, every show, everything you do, even throughout the song, is a different moment. There's going to be a different vibe and a different feel every single time that you do a show. Every show that you do is going to have a different vibe. So if I'm at a Sunday Fun Day, big show, I want everybody to be having fun. I want everybody to be rocking out, grabbing a drink, partying, having a good time with their friends, taking pictures, singing along, dancing, smiling. That's the feel that I want. So that's the feel, I think about the feel that I want, and that's the feel that I adopt in the songs that I'm singing. Of course, it makes the most sense when you are singing fun and lively songs. Obviously, it's easier to do that, right? Hopefully your set list or whatever songs that you're singing are fitting for the appropriate audience, but maybe they're not. I mean, sometimes you go in, let's say you go in to sing karaoke, everyone's singing a different thing, and usually the vibe at karaoke is just to have a good time, right? And so those are kind of the emotions that you're going to channel while you're singing a song for, let's say karaoke. I'm just having fun, I'm relaxed, I'm singing a lighthearted song. Even if you're singing a ballad or an emotional song, right? What do you want the audience to feel in that moment? Do you want them to, maybe you don't want them to be sad, but maybe you want them to go, wow, I remember that song, I love that song, it was fun. So you can connect a really theatrical, a really, grandiose stage presence, or whatever it is that you're feeling like you want them to feel in that moment. So that's something that I think about all the time as a performer who is very interested. I'm always including the audience in everything I do. I love to incorporate audience participation, and that's a huge part of singing and performing for me. It's the other side, right? It doesn't exist in a vacuum for me. Singing, a lot of it has to do with having an audience, and that part is just priceless to me. So it's a huge thing that I think about, and how I incorporate my emotions accordingly based on what the audience is doing, how they're feeling, and how I want them to feel. Right, so the last tip that I wanted to share about connecting your emotions in singing is to think about the song as a story. Okay, so every song usually has a structure, right? Every song is gonna have a format. Most songs, popular, contemporary, rock, You know, that's the reason why there are sections: verse, chorus, bridge, solo, verse, whatever. A lot of times, because you want that to build, right? You want the, sometimes, I shouldn't say all the time, but the idea is that the emotion will build throughout the song, right? And it gives you a feeling in the beginning, and you raise up to kind of that peak, and now you're here, right? Some songs, they start boom in your face, and they're boom all the way to the end, right? Some songs are slow in the beginning, boom at the end, right? So every song, every time you go to sing, every song is gonna have a different dynamic. So if you think about the story, if you think about the song as a story that has a exposition and a plot and a climax and a this and a that, right? That it really does change and affect the way that you incorporate your emotions while doing that song, right? So if the song starts out slow, perfect example. The clock strikes upon the hour and the sun begins to fade. She's starting out, she's telling you that little story, and then by the end it's like, I wanna be on the heat with somebody, and there's a key change, and it's just an explosive song by the end, right? And so if you think about it like that, it's a much better, a much easier way to manage your emotions, is think about the song as a story. What am I emoting in the beginning? What am I emoting by the end? And you can really, you'll really find that that is a very helpful way to help you manage what this song is going to, what's the song giving? What's it bringing based on the format? Well, that's all I have for you folks today. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that after watching this, you have a little bit of a better idea of how to connect your emotions while singing. It's super, super, super important, and it makes all the difference to yourself, to the audience, to the overall, stage presence, okay? So once again, if you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you can know every time that I post, okay? Thanks again. If you have any questions, comment in the description box. What do you think about connecting your emotions in singing? If you have any experiences with that, I'd love to hear it. So stay tuned for more videos to come, and I will check in with y'all in the next one. Bye.